Hello, Tony. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. So here that is. I'm going to show you what I'm doing in real time. Now, the first thing I do, obviously, is I look at your website, and I love the story about coming home in 1903 from the Army and starting a roofing company. That's a long time to be of a service to the community. It means a lot. But here's what I'm interested in mostly. I'm mostly interested in the interior of your website, the things inside that people don't necessarily see. And I'm going to explain what all of those are. You're going to have to follow along with me for a little bit, though. Now, the first thing I do is I look at this Ahrefs. It's a paid tool that I use to look at the metrics of your website, the actual numbers involved with how it's working. The second thing I do is I look at a map of Loveland, and I see around you have Masonville, Ridgeton Farm, Tinmouth, and up there, of course, Fort Collins. And then the next thing I do is I go and I do a search on Google for Roofers Loveland. Now, the first thing I'm going to have to do is explain a little bit about how Google works. Google has an algorithm that decides the order of everything on all of its pages. Now, the algorithm can be satisfied. We know what the algorithm is looking for. Now, you could have the worst company in the world, and as long as you satisfy the Google algorithm, you're going to get a top listing on a Google web search. Now, fair, no, but the weird thing is Google believes that they own the word relevant because they say that they want to provide the most relevant search results to their customers. Now, here's the first three that you see here. They are what we in the industry call the map pack because they're attached to this map. Now, the way that they got there was really simple. They went and they filled out a Google business profile. It's a must-do for any company now because you want to be as high up in the Google search listings as you can be. The top three spots here would be a darn nice place to be. Now, it's like a Facebook profile just on Google. It's easy to find. Fill it out. They're going to ask you what year you started in business. You're going to beat all of these folks by starting in 1903. It tells you, ask for your business hours, your website, the actual address that you are so they can put you on the map because people like to buy and hire local. And that's about it. That will give you a bigger shot at being here in the map pack. But an even better shot would be is if you fill it out thoroughly. Make sure that every blank is filled in and every tick box that can be ticked because Google rewards thoroughness. It's an algorithm. It's mathematical. It wants more. So underneath the map pack is what we call the organic search results. Now, the first listing is Angie's List, but the second listing is Loveland Roofing LLC. Now, I don't know if they're based in Loveland, but, you know, if it's on Google webpage, the Google algorithm believes it's true. So let's look at their website. I'm going to refer to them as your number one Google competitor. It actually is really simplistic looking compared to yours. Yours is very beautiful and business-like, whereas this one, I can't say that at all. They have a nice photo. That's about it. But here's the thing I'm going to show you. They are doing a couple things right that you can probably emulate a bit. Now, I'm going to go over here to that paid tool that I was talking about first. Now, you have 43 keywords on your web site. Now, keywords are the words that somebody would type into a Google search to find you. And those keywords, Google has an expectation because they take all of the websites that come up on a search for roofers in Loveland, they put them all together, strip out all the words, and then say, these are the words that should be on a website because they organize them by this one appears the most, this appears second most, and so on. So roofers or roofing is probably in there in the number 1 or 2 spot. And now you have 43 and they have 182. So they are Well, they beat you in that respect. Just in terms of what the algorithm is looking for, more is better and thorough. That's what the algorithm is looking for. Here are the keywords they use: Loveland, Colorado roofers, roofing companies, Loveland, roofing company, Loveland. Now you can see it's the difference between singular and plural: roofers, roofing, roofing company, roofing contractor, contractors. So there's a lot of variations that are really simple, but make sure that they are in your website, because if somebody types in Northern Colorado roofing companies and you only have Northern Colorado roofing company, that's a different search criteria, and the algorithm doesn't know the difference. You need to have all the words that people are going to type in. I mean, a silly way of putting it is like if you had on your website the phrase gorillas love bananas, and somebody typed that up while they were looking for something, and they say, why is this roofing company in Loveland, Colorado coming up? It's because you have that on your website. Now, exactly the opposite is true also. If you don't have it on your website, you're not going to come up. So do your best to find out what all of the words are in your industry. Things like soffit or what is that? TPO roofing or shake roofing, or I'm not in your industry, so I don't know. But I can tell you, I had a roof done recently, so I know some of the words. But you will know what those words are, and you're going to be the one to put them in there. So that's easy for you to do. That's number two. The third thing I'm going to want you to look at is your backlinks. You have 523, and they have 290. So you beat them handily. You're almost double. So what the backlinks are, and I didn't even know if you knew that you were doing this right, is where you are referred to by a different a web page. For instance, this is their listings, their backlinks, Yellow Pages, Super Pages. They only have one in the 90s. You probably have more, but here's even better news. Like Angie's List is rated at a 91. Now, these are domain ratings. They refer to the strength of a domain's backlink profile. The backlink profile is like your backlink profile. It's the number of sites that refer to you. Your particular backlink profile is 7 out of 100. Now, that's not bad for a company of your size. A thing like Wikipedia is up around 98. So you want to be on these highly rated sites where people go to them for information. A lot of these places, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, are free to do. Angie's List is paid, of course, but it's also a good one to be on. So that's, certainly whatever you decide on that. There's no right answer there. So I've told you 3 things that you can do: the Google Business Profile, more keywords, and more backlinks. And that will help raise your standing here in the Google search results. Now, let me show you where the rubber hits the road here. Your backlinks and your keywords have left you with a traffic of 25. Traffic is literally the number of times that somebody has clicked on your site as a result of a Google search. That's up 7 from the month before. So you're doing better. You're on an upswing. Now, here is theirs: 442. Now, I can tell you that 25 is not terrible, but in terms of mathematical probability, it's more probable that somebody in the 442s here asked for an estimate and became a potential customer and actually gave them money. So Google is the gorilla in the room. When the gorilla wants to dance, you dance. So you kind of got to do what the Google algorithm wants, and that will give you higher standings. Here's the proof. There they are, number 2 in the listings, and it's all because of what they have in their website. Now, I'm going to assume that you want to spend more time roofing and continuing your many, many years of service to the community than digging around in your website. And that's where I think Eric can come in handy. If you understand what I'm saying and you think it might be good for your website, it's kind of the difference between your website designer is like the car painter, and we're kind of like the mechanic. We know what needs to go on the inside. Your web designer will make it look pretty, but we need to know what goes in. We do know what needs to go in there. So if that makes sense to you, give Eric a call, and he would be glad to show you to the next steps. I really hope I've been informational to you, helpful even, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.